Silimahemen. Welcome back to Tom Plays Civilization 6 for absolute beginners. We are back with Gilgamesh and the Sumerians. And we have a few things to do. Okay, so we're sort of keeping a religious war going with Tomiris. I honestly have to say I'm quite inclined now to back off a little. Maybe I shouldn't be, because I'm still a bit concerned about possible rebellions. In some ways we could really do with this Dark Age ending. Making a monument which will help with loyalty. Actually, that's good. So the loyalty monument should happen sooner. Okay. Yeah, we really need to try and stop Tomiris from happily waltzing through our country. Let's try and get all our apostles back. So, apart from keeping the religious war ongoing and keeping our science and industry ongoing, we also need to think about our military defences. I want to have a ranged weapon in every city, and ideally a core of ranged weapons in every city. But we'll see. See whether that's actually possible. Okay, well, I've sent a heavily damaged apostle next to an enemy. Doesn't seem wise. So Harold is no longer at war with someone, or he's become suzerain of somewhere. Which is fine. Steam-powered naval vessels. Oh, brilliant. Yeah, we're getting a boost towards naval technology. Okay, no objection there. No obvious apostles coming. So let's see if we can attack these. Okay, that's good. That's definitely good. Anything we can possibly do to put Tomiris off. Speaking of which, we can do the same here. With Harold. Seriously, guys, just stop standing them. Okay, what else? Are you full health? You are full health. Okay. Send you over. See if we can finish him off. Probably won't be able to reach. Oh no, we can. Brilliant. Excellent. Excellent. So they've become Enki now too, which should help enormously with getting Edab back. Okay, so you've got an industrial zone. So you should probably be building a factory, especially since you've got Governor Magnus there. Okay, brilliant. Go for it. Okay, Shurapak. Shurapak, well, you don't have a monument yet. Right, so let's get a monument built. So keep an eye on these apostles. Are they going to run away? Because if they're not, they really should consider it. Need to rest and repair our apostles as well. Try and keep them in good condition. So this is why we can hopefully manage, even though faith is not our big thing, because we're staying close to our shrines, so we can constantly rest and repair. Whereas Tomiris, especially, and even Harold, don't get many opportunities to do so. So even if we have less apostles, we still have an immense advantage. Basically because we're being defensive, so we'll never be able to overcome them in terms of religion, but we should be able to prevent them from overcoming us, which is all that we need, because it's not our big thing. Okay, brilliant. Right, so I don't think there are any enormous new things coming, so I think we may be looking at just resting and repairing everyone. Prepare for the next onslaught. We can take these out. Nope, apparently we can't. That's fine, we'll manage. At least if we can surround them a bit. Okay, so I think Harold's been beaten back. Tomiris almost has been beaten back. I need you to rest and... oh, you don't need to rest and repair. Well, that's fine then. You move down here. Actually, you don't need to rest and repair anyway, so that's fine. You can just sleep. Let's keep an eye on this one. Looks like things may... not entirely sure. Right, he wants dyes. He's offering us truffles and oranges. I think that is a good deal. Very happy to have truffles and oranges in our empire. Should cheer people up. Hope Scotland's not planning something nefarious. Not to worry there. Oh, see, you don't need to rest and repair either. You can just sleep. That's good. Okay, anyone who's full health can just sleep. You can actually go on the shrine if you want. Okay, you have rested and repaired, which is great. Okay, Uruk. Okay, so Uruk has actually reached the point where they're... oh no, they haven't. I'll tell you what's happened. Someone else has built the wonder we were trying to build. So we're going to have to switch to another wonder, otherwise we'll be losing everything. I say, okay, so the Taj Mahal. That's quite good for era score. Hagia Sophia's good for religions and not that useful to us. Forbidden City gives us an extra wildcard slot, so that's good. That's Eiffel Tower's good for culture, so not that useful to us. Mont Saint-Michel, right, I think Forbidden City's probably better because the wildcard slot would be useful. The only problem we're going to have is that we don't have anywhere good to build it, which is upsetting. can replace a ziggurat with it. It's not ideal, but let's do it. Hopefully the wildcard slot will more than make up for that. It should basically allow us to gain more great people. We can pick a third type of great person that we want to have. Okay, so hopefully that has vastly increased the strength of Enki in our land. Adab is on its way out. We're also in danger of a rebellion, but I think the monument might help, and it looks like we have got rid of all opposing apostles in our country. So that's brilliant. And we're probably in a position to make more if we need to, because we haven't actually lost any. So hopefully we're going to be becoming fairly unassailable in terms of religious war, which is great. Wonderful. Right, how are we doing? Flight. We have discovered flight. We have a boost to steam power, so let's get that. Fulfill the promise to stop spying, that's fine. We should maybe think about trying to get our spy back. Or possibly building some more. Need to rest and repair. You head back to the shrine so you can rest and repair. Another apostle that's finished resting and repairing, that's good. You need to rest and repair. Great. Okay. That looks good. We just need to get Adab loyal again. I think we're pretty loyal over here, so yeah, no problems over here. We do have Governor Amani there. Modern era ends in 9 turns. Please tell me we're going to get enough era score. I really don't want another Dark Age. Okay. So what do we have? Do we have anyone who's in a position to build traders to start with? No. No traders. Right. That is fine. Right, well, I do want to have settlers as an option. So much of this place could probably do with builders. Let's build a settler here. I wouldn't mind having a couple. I'm just thinking about this island down here that no one's settled, that still I think has a friendly tribe on it, and also we can get friendly tribe bonuses from defeating the barbarians. So it might be worth us looking at building some more offensive units as well. Okay, so what can you build? I mean, in theory you might be able to build settlers as well. We might be able to settle here. However, you're not in a position to build a settler in any reasonable time. So, what do you have? Harbour, sewer, granary. Even a builder might not be bad. Yeah, you could probably do with a builder, to be honest. What else? Got an apostle. Okay, the apostle can sleep. Okay, is this because we have a different religion to him? He does tend to get rather upset about that. He hasn't actually mentioned it particularly. We've certainly upset him a little. I wonder if it's because we're gradually affecting him. It's interesting that he's managed to go back to Islam. At least thrown off Tomarist slightly. Okay, change policies. Okay, so we've got unit maintenance, which is a good one. Would like to start upgrading units, if we can. Let's switch to that and see how many units we can upgrade. Okay. Trade routes. Right, economically, how about we try to get this? Let's go for science and culture from international trade routes. I think everything else is probably fine, so we'll stick with it. Research. So, National Park would perhaps be worth building. If we can. Can we create... No, we don't have the technology yet, or the culture, okay? 2 power plants, that's fine. Extracted artifacts, fine. 3 privateers we're unlikely to have at any point. So I'm thinking, let's go with that. We haven't got a boost to it, but we're unlikely to get a boost to it. So let's stick with that. Okay, something similar. We do want to get cores. We do want to research radio. Not as likely to build neighbourhoods. Might build neighbourhoods, but let's go for conservation. That will also allow us to build national parks. In theory. Okay, Lagash. Right, well you are on the border. So you're part of our defence, so I think you would be a good person to build an aerodrome. Honestly. We have some more envoys. We have some more quests. Just look at this. Great writer, that would be good. Trade route would be good if we can. Religious conversions would be great if we could pull it off. Not sure we will. Train cavalry might be useful. Recruit a great merchant would also be useful. Okay. So we've got 2. Now we can gain quite a few benefits by moving to 3. On the other hand, we could lose our suzerainty if we don't support the ones we already have. But let's risk it. Let's get a science benefit and I think an industrial benefit. Okay. Got an apostle. They can sleep. I don't think we've got any religious wars coming up, which is good. Yeah, that's why he's not happy. We're gradually converting him. 160 turns to convert ADAB. Does make me wonder if it would be worth sending someone over just to hasten the conversion. But then the loyalty may not matter once we've got the monument. So it might be worth checking. Okay, factory would increase our production. So even though it would be nice to have a zoo, let's go with the factory. Apostle can just sleep for now. Yeah, we've lost suzerainty somewhere. So that's not good. We need to put our next envoys into places that we have a high amount of envoys in already to win back suzerainty. Otherwise we could be in trouble if we get attacked. ADAB. Still losing loyalty. Okay, so we do need to worry about the religion a bit. So what else can we do? Amenities would be good. More housing would be good. A water park. Okay, water park will give us amenities. Seems like it would be a plus. But I think we're going to have to go and change the religion. Looks like they have a few spreads left. So how about we send them over? Still very concerned about this era score. I'm just going to have to hope that our existing traders are about to finish making trade routes. And of course we do have the Forbidden City. Surely that must be worth something. Right, he wants open borders, he wants amber dyes and cocoa. But he's going to give us a ton of cash in return. Okay, I'll accept that. I can use the money. Speaking of money, we should be upgrading any military units we can upgrade. Well, we've still got that policy, so I'm going to try to do that. Okay. Another trade route, brilliant, that's good. That is perfect. Now in a perfect world we want it to go to somewhere that we have an alliance with. So how about this Duricatorum? That seems like a good place for a trade route. It should give us an extra boost because we have a military alliance, which is fantastic. Right, let's do some upgrading. So you're now a field cannon. There may not even be that much upgrading to do if field cannon is still the primary still the current level of technology. Just get our crossbows done. Archers. Oh, okay, there's a fair bit to do, to be fair. Another crossbow. I'm not sure what you're doing there. Pretty sure you should be in the city, not next to it. Is that everything? Nope. Okay. I think that's everything. All our range units are now field cannons. Can't. Aha! Your infantry, that's good. You will be useful in attacking the barbarians as soon as we have a settler. So maybe we should send you next to Shirapak, so you can accompany the settler. And knights we can't actually upgrade apparently. Knights are still current, fair enough. Not a big issue. I think that is all the upgrades we can do. Okay. So that's as good as it gets, fair enough. We will change that back to the maintenance one. Okay, now you have to say I would like another settler. I'm just thinking with this island we can maybe, although it looks like the Romans are doing it for us unfortunately, just thinking we can maybe send a couple of settlers. Okay, there's an option to build another trader. Let's go for it. It'll be too late, but we can try. Stavanger, you should build a shipyard. Yeah, so this is a concern. They've sent settlers. They've sent some quite powerful military. I think they may be settling this island before we get the chance. Still, we'll see. There's still quite a few barbarians there. Considering a war on Norway. Well, that's never a bad thing. Actually, this looks hopeful. It looks like the Romans are getting their settler in trouble. Okay, research agreement with Tomaris has come through with a rocketry boost. She probably has the same boost. And apparently the Savian Empire has fulfilled their promise to stop converting our cities. Actually, sorry, was that this apostle? Because if it was, then I want to try to turn Adab back to Enki. Okay, that's good. Should hold up the rebellion a bit. And you can now head back over here. That's all I actually wanted you for. Okay, brilliant. Right, you have made field cannon, which is good. So I need to send the field cannon to a city which doesn't currently have any defense, like Stavanger. And unfortunately, I need you to keep building field cannons. So, major military production city. So right, we can possibly expect Tomiris to start attacking us again. Unfortunately. In fact, there's an apostle already. So I suppose we can keep an eye on them. And if she converts, we can try asking her not to. Counter spy, yes, just renew the mission, please. Okay, the research labs have given us a boost towards nuclear, which is good. Doesn't seem to do anything for our era score. Okay, do you want a stock exchange? Well, let's do factories because we need to be able to build space rockets quickly. Okay, you have got Governor Pingala. I think he does perhaps help with things other than science, but I'm not as convinced. So it might be better off moving to Eridu. So you guys can build a monument. Let's give us a bit of culture, but I want to move Governor Pingala over to Eridu to help with his research lab. Okay, there he goes. Okay, brilliant. Right, ADAB is gaining loyalty again. Brilliant. So the religion thing did help. This will also help the water park. So hopefully we're going to keep these loyal. Tomiris, yes, we are definitely friends. Which means we need to remake our research alliance. Looks like she's converting Yerevan, which is fine. That's at least not our city. And we will convert them back, given time. And their ends 1 turn, but we have finished making the Forbidden City. I wonder who beat us to Oxford University. I should have looked at that. Scumbags, whoever they are. Please tell me this is worth some era score. It is. It's worth 3. Okay, brilliant. Still not convinced it's going to be enough to save us from even a dark age. Right, Uruk. What are your options? Build a sewer. You don't have enough housing, you don't have enough amenities. Although we should also build a government building. Okay, so we've got a free wildcard slot now. Which is great. Alright, we do have Republican legacy. But we also had some things about getting a great writer or a great merchant, so I might just try and get a great merchant for now instead. I'm just desperately hoping some trade routes are about to finish. But we would for them, so it's not looking good. Oh yeah, we need to make an alliance with Tomiris. But she's still happy because we're friends, which is great. However, not sure what your apostle's doing sat there. And I think our alliance just expired. Okay, so we have once again failed to avoid a dark age. It's unbelievable. We've never had this many problems with this before. Right, so dedication bonus. So we've got aerodromes. It's a great person and aerodrome. So we do have a few of these. I'm not going to do offensive spies. Probably not going to do many artifacts and 2 arms. I would say no. So let's do sky and stars. So we want aerodrome buildings and great people. So we're doing our best towards great people. What are our options here? Not great, I have to say. Okay, I don't even know if we can build a national park, so let's go with that one, even though we don't have any bonuses towards it. Apostle can sleep for now. Okay, so Tomiris, first things first, let's make an alliance, research alliance with you. Again, apparently we don't, he hasn't actually done anything to make us want to ask her for a promise. Declare friendship again, and can we recreate our economic alliance? We can. Wonderful. Very happy about that. How is Rome doing? They have managed to make a city down here. Fine. Still, we may still be able to make a city of our own. Tomiris is even happier with us, which is great. So remember, we still get bonuses for defeating barbarian camps. So it's worth us building a city maybe down here, discovering this, defeating that camp. They've just defeated the camp, which gives them a bit of money. I suppose we could try sending our knights down in advance. Concerned about opening the way for the settlers, but it looks like the settlers have already had the way opened for them. So until we've produced ours. Okay, Larag, what have you got? Well, remember we do need to produce aerodromes to improve our era score. Whether it's still worth producing our era score, given that well, I do still have something for the next era. Okay. Build a bunch of aerodromes. Can't believe we're in another dark age. It's incredible. And now they want even more for us to avoid it. They've gone up to 123. Fascinating. I think I need to do some research about this. So yeah, don't follow my example for how to avoid dark ages, because apparently I'm terrible at it. Still, not to worry. Discovered conservation, so we are now able to build national parks. I want to change our military policy to reducing, yeah, those all seem fine. Let's stick with that for now. Okay, so it's our first discovery of era. We still have 13 era points to get. Have a theme building, very unlikely to happen, so let's go for that one while we get boosts to the others. Built an aerodrome. Right, I'm going to build a granary before we build a hangar. I'm guessing it's actually aerodrome buildings that we need. Which is upsetting. Okay, I'm going to put 2 envoys into there. 1 into La Venta. Yeah. Fine. Fine. We should try to build a national park, but we're not going to build them in time anyway. best will in the world, they tend to be somewhere relatively unspoiled, like maybe here. Sometimes if you're lucky you can build them in some mountains. So, you know, we might be able to build them near Lagash maybe. Naturalist. Okay. It does in theory harm our faith a bit, but we're mostly doing okay in terms of keeping enemies out. So let's make a naturalist, and I think we possibly need to have a little word with Tomiris about sending all these apostles into our land. Oh, we got them. That's fine then. 1,008 turns. It's not good. Not good at all. Right. Well, they're okay, so let's change where Governor Amani sits. Let's move her back over here. See if she can make all the difference. Haven't had any governor promotions for a while. Kind of used to those happening almost automatically. Okay, so maybe we should unleash some apostles on you as well. Just to make the point. It's like Uruk's about to actually have a sewage system, which I'm sure will come as a relief to everybody. Okay, so Uruk. Research lab or bank? Well, let's build a bank for now, because we can maybe move the governor over for the research lab, although to be fair, he's probably going to be held up there for quite some time. Okay, Isin, what do you need? To be fair, you need a lot of things. Too many things. Have a monument. Right, let's move our apostles back down to rest and repair. It's fine. Head back to the shrine. Got more envoys to send, so let's do the two others that we're suzerain of. Oh, you're full health. You can just sleep then. You can rest and repair. So, on Naturalist, where can we build a national park? Apparently here. Looks like that's the only obvious place. Oh no. No, there's a place up there as well, so we in theory could build 2 national parks if we wish to. So you head there first, but it's not going to be in time to help us with radio. On the other hand, it might be worth building a couple, simply because I think it will... Man, you will need a lot more faith first. I'm feeling there's someone who likes us more. I think Robert the Bruce, if we build national parks. And they're good for culture, if nothing else. Or at least good for tourism, if not culture, perhaps. Okay, let's move you in. Need to rotate the troops. Right, so we dealt with any religious stuff. Yeah, we really need to hurry up with this. Get our settler there as soon as we can. Unfortunately, when we finish our trade routes now, I don't think we're going to gain anything towards our era score. So it's going to be aerodromes all round. Right, okay, we've already got a boost towards rocketry, so that's perfect. Let's do that. So let's get on with the buildings. Hangar. And the Apostle, you can rest and repair. Also, rest and repair. Apparently we have an Apostle there for some reason. They finally have a cannon. You can sleep. Okay, don't think we're going to be doing anything particularly spectacular again, unfortunately. Extremely disappointed to have not avoided yet another Dark Age. I really thought we were going to manage it with the trade routes there. So I suppose we're, as well as the great people, we're going to have to focus on aerodromes. What we could try to do with the great people is look at these levels and go for the ones we're most likely to get. But realistically, a great engineer we're probably going to get, a great merchant we're going to get, scientist not so sure. We can try, so we're probably in a good position anyway with the wildcard policies that we've put in place. So we're not doing badly towards getting great people, realistically. So yeah, I suppose we'll just try and avoid it again. I wasn't even sure if we were going to have another era after the modern era, but they're still telling us that we've got the option. However, at this point, I'm more or less giving up on ever getting a golden age again. I think I'm just desperately trying to avoid a dark age again. Still need 23 era points. Okay, so what else? So that's going to be the main thing. So we're going to have to build aerodromes. Carrying on having Kish just build field cannon after field cannon. So once we finally have a field cannon in every city, which is taking long enough, we're going to start doubling up and making cores in every city. So that's going to be probably the extent of most of our military. Once we build this settler, we're going to send them along to hopefully build a city down here. It depends, and the knight who's currently on his way there may well crush this barbarian settlement. I see that the Romans have managed to take that tribal village, so it's literally just this now that we could maybe still get some benefit from, and the possibility of being able to settle there, which the Romans won't like. But to be fair, they don't have, they don't really have massive rights to this island particularly. So we'll see how it goes. There's not much else to do. However, we are about to get rocketry, so I think we may be entering the end game anyway. So we're probably going to win no matter what we do. Or are we? World rankings. Yeah, it's not very obvious yet until we start actually building a spaceport. We do have to keep an eye on culture, which is why the national parks may well come in handy for us, because that should help us enormously. But Tomarus isn't doing badly, so she will hopefully make it difficult for Trajan to win a culture victory. I think basically he has to get more than 219 in this score. Tomarus, of course, has got to conquer us religiously to win, and domination, no one seems to be going anywhere with that, but someone would have to conquer Uruk. So as long as we can keep Uruk Enki and keep it unconquered, no one's going to win that way. So we just have to watch out for the culture and the science. But science, we are ahead on. So I think we're fine. I think we're going to win. Just not a good example of how to avoid Dark Ages. But anyway, thank you for watching. Sorry it wasn't particularly dramatic, but we should be heading into the end game, possibly even next time. We'll certainly start building our space rockets next time. So I will see you then.